G'day guys, X-Ray Racer 1 here with update number 25 of Project N-Scale. And I can honestly say that in this video I've got quite a fair bit done. Haven't had a chance to do much over the holidays. It's been kind of busy. Haven't had a chance to do any filming. And yeah, at the moment all my locomotives and rolling stock are off the track. I'm just doing a little bit of a clean on the tracks and that. And so without any further ado, we pan across here, and as you can see, I've done a fair bit. So as we left off in the last video, I had done the ballasting and done some of the scenery over here, and I mentioned that I was going to do a junkyard. Well, as you can see guys, I have myself a junkyard, and if I zoom in closely, I made all of these cars and painted them myself. So I mentioned in the last video that I was going to, I had a junkyard building coming. So this is the building that came. It's a laser cut wood kit. It actually went together rather nicely, assembled well. I actually thought it was going to be a little difficult, but like I said, it was really easy. It's made by Munro Models. And yeah, it came with this scrap pile here. The main color you see, that's how it comes, but I decided I wanted to dress it up a little, so I did the tires, wheels, and some barrels and scrap. The barrels aren't with it, they actually come with the kit itself, but I just put them there for the look of it. Also by Munro Models is this scrap car pile here. This didn't come with the kit. It was purchased separately from Model Train stuff, but again I painted the cars and some of the wheels and tires and so forth just to dress it up a little. But as you can see here guys, I have made all of these cars, and how I did it, I made it from a product called Woodland Scenics Hydrocal. It's like a very lightweight plaster, and if I zoom in here you can see, I'll zoom out, so that's basically all it is. And you see I've just painted the wheels on it and the windows and so forth, so it's not as detailed as say this car here, or the trailer or the forklift, but for a junkyard car it's perfect. And so what I did, if I just reach across here, bear with me a second guys. Okay, this here is a test car that I made. Now how I did it, I also used another Woodland Scenics product, which is that rubber latex, and this was made from a Micro Machines body or car. It's what I did is I unscrewed the bottom of the actual car and took the wheels off, and then just applied the latex over it. I did about 5 layers, and on the 3rd layer I used some tissue paper as gauze to go over in between the 4th and 5th layers, or 3rd, 4th and 5th layers, to give it a little bit of strength. And then it was literally as easy as that. It was you let the latex dry, and then you have a rubber mold, and you can see the detail of it. So this isn't exactly to scale, but that's how I did all of the other cars with the Hydrocal. So these are all Hydrocal cars, and what I'll do is, for instance, I made the molds, and then I put latex inside the molds to give details of the cars being junk. So if I zoom in on this one here, this is a pickup truck. So this is a pickup truck of this pickup truck here. Now, as you can see, the paint has come off after being in the mold, so I'll have to repaint this pickup truck. So that pickup truck there, where does that go? That was right there. So that's this mold here, and as you can see, it looks like it's had a massive hit. So I was able to do that, and like I said, it doesn't look perfect, but for a junkyard car, it's perfect. Now, where did I get that one from? Brilliant. Okay, up like that. So they're just sitting there at the moment. Sorry if you can't see what I'm doing. So yeah, so I've done that, and as you can see too, guys, I've done put scenery and trees up around the area. Also, like I mentioned in the last video, I used Tamiya scenic paint, what do they call it? Diorama paint. So this is pavement effect, and I also used it in some other areas too. So what I'm going to do is, doesn't look tidy, but I'm going to paint around it so it's neat. And I'm not sure what I'm going to use for the road here. I may use like a gravel or something like that. But it's come out very well. And to move along, as we go along here, I mentioned in the last video that I was going to have some crossings come. So I've got these Woodland Scenics crossings, and I've used plaster to build up to the crossing, and again, this is Tamiya diorama paint. I'll go over it again a little bit more just to make it a little bit neater so the white doesn't show through, but that's come along very nicely. And the same has been done over here, but I need to do, as you can see, some of the plaster has gotten onto the crossing. So what I did is the same issue happened here, but what I did is I had some Tamiya bronze paint, and it matches the steel crossings. So I've done that there, and I can't remember if I showed it in the last video, but I've built this little Walthers kit. It's just there, sitting there at the moment. This is a repair shop, as it says there, Jim's Repair Shop. So I'm going to have that about there. I'm going to have possibly some junk and things like that, and some odds and ends around there. I haven't got that far yet. And if I come up here, you may have noticed in the last video, that this has changed here. I had some of these shrubs, and I had them all done in a line and glued. And I looked at it and I thought, no, I didn't really like it that much. So what I did is I ripped it up, and I got this stuff. This is, I can't find the packet's dropped on the ground. So this is Jay's Countryside Scenics, and it is N-scale flexible walling, $2.20 from my favourite hobby shop. So I've put that there, and it looks a lot better. I've just got a few little, I might make a little pothole there and a bit of grass in there. But so yeah, as you can see, it's all flexible. It's come out nice. So that looks a lot neater. So this is what it looked like had all this stuff here. I'll leave this here as hedging. I'm contemplating putting some more around here. I'm just seeing how it looks. It looks alright. So I'm going to have some more of that possibly around there. And if we move along here, I have my road worker scene. I'll move this bus down here. So as we can see, we've got some road workers. These are combination of Woodland Scenics and Graham Farish pieces. The road workers are Graham Farish, and like the cones, the wheelbarrow, the jackhammer, and the dirt pile, and that's all Woodland Scenics. And if I come around here, you can see it a little bit better. So that's that, just to do that scene up there. In case you're wondering, the roller and the, I forget what you call it, the digger, have mental blank. They are both micro machines. And so we come back up here, guys. So this last bit I'll show you. This is going to be part of my locomotive service area. Got a few little patches here to fix up. It's a little bit rough. But if you remember from the last video, I just had the track. So what I've done is I've got some cork, gone around and brought it up to level with the rest of the cork there. Then I used Woodland Scenics Smooth It, and that has gone over the tracks. I've waited for it to dry, and it has been grooved out so the locomotives can roll in. I'm going to have probably a small building around here just to make it look nice and neat. It's going to be painted, don't worry, it's not going to stay white, it's going to be painted. I'll probably get some more of that diorama pavement effect paint to do that. But yeah, it's slowly coming along. So what I'll end up doing is tidying up around here and doing a bit more tidying up. I'll finish off the ballasting once I've painted all this up and that around there. So yeah, guys, that is it. I'm actually really pleased with the way the junkyard has come out. That forklift I purchased separately. Same with the tow truck here. They're both GHQ models. That was actually that was really easy to put together, actually, that truck. I even just painted the passenger door, or it could be the driver's door if you're a right-hand drive. Just painted it a different colour, give it that little bit of a beat-up look. But yeah, it came out well. So yeah, that's going to be the end for this update video. Guys, if you have any questions or you want to comment on it in general, don't hesitate to comment down below. And I'll see you in the next video. Cheers, guys.